Okay guys, we're here today at Baker's Auto Machining. We're going to pick up the 352 engine block, so come along with us. Is it a rear number? Okay. Alright, this. I believe it's a little rusty spot. This one has a groove. So yeah, these two. Yeah, let me leave it and we'll go from there. Maniacs, bad news on the engine block. You know, this is kind of just how it goes with these things. We got a couple cylinders with grooves in them, vertical grooves, that are significant enough where the machinist guy is overly concerned with kind of how machinists are. You know, anything a little bit out of whack and they're all up in arms about it. But even me, I'm concerned. They did a bang up cleanup job on it, pulled all the oil galleys. Everything looks really good. I can see the concern in the guy's face. You know, I don't want to put this thing back together and have it not be reliable. We're going for reliability here. It doesn't gotta be monster horsepower. The guy knew a lot about the 352 FE big block engine. So obviously he knows what he's talking about. The one cylinder that was getting hot, I think is the number 5 cylinder at the back there, either 5 or 8. We know that one was getting hot, and it does got a significant ridge. I know I had contemplated just knowing that about getting it bored, but there's also one other cylinder. There's some pitting for some rust from it sitting, and you know, he did a ball hone on it. The guy seemed really straight up. His costs were very reasonable. Like, I'm really happy with his costs. So with his knowledge and my money, we're gonna go a different route here. We're gonna do pretty much full internals on this thing and bore it out and get it done right. And just not have to worry about it. I'm gonna bring them the heads, we're gonna bring them the crank and the main bearings, and we're gonna bring them all that on Monday. Today's Saturday. We'll get him all those parts, let him do his thing. You know, that's what he does. It's like going to the doctor and not taking his advice. That pitting that I felt inside the cylinder wall, that was significant. You know, it was abrasive to my finger. I know it's going to be abrasive to a piston ring. We just got to, as much as I want to get this thing together, we got to slow down and we got to do this right. So we're going to head back to the shop right now, get some parts cleaned up, and put these young men to work. We're back in the neighborhood here, and I'm about to go drop off Tyler, who is assigned to me today to help out. He did a great job. We appreciate all the help he did. Him and Conrad. They both want to come back and work with us. Obviously, they have a few screws loose too.
What do we got going on today, Jim?
All right, so we got the car out of the shop. This is a great opportunity for us to get the engine bay all cleaned up. It's probably hasn't been cleaned in many years.
Ever.
Or ever. So we got a little kiddie pool laying out underneath the car. It's not for our enjoyment.
You don't want to soak your feet in this when we're done.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and collect all the goodies that come off this thing from underneath the engine bay.
I'm gonna do the rear end. We'll pressure wash the rear end a little bit, get all the junk off of that in case we decide to do some gears or something later. At least we got a good clean start.
So what we got is that we got the car all jacked up here. We got jack stands for safety. Got the rear end sagging. We got the windows up too. That's an important one.
Yeah.
Ryan's
definitely.
always thinking. So we're gonna get back at this engine bay here. We knew we had a tranny front seal leak right there, jacking up the front really
Let's her leak.
It confirmed our suspicions, and there she is. She's pouring out pretty good. We're gonna get that changed. We got this power steering cylinder right here. We know that's leaking pretty good, and we're going to buy a rebuild kit for that. I already sourced one, and we're gonna get that rebuilt and solve that leak. So
yeah.
While we're waiting for the engine, we'll do a little cleaning, and it's a little bit humid this morning.
Yeah, I'm
a lot
sweating,
humid,
man.
and we're gonna
Get her done.
get her done. Having fun yet?
Oh yeah. The tranny cleaned up nice.
Tranny cleaned up real nice. We even found some Ford Motor Company blue back there. That's some old blue. All right, we got the 62 back in the garage. She's all cleaned up. Ryan's gonna walk us through some finer points of some things we discovered after we pressure washed.
Jim did an awesome job in the engine bay. It turned out pretty good. We got our power steering reservoir cleaned up pretty good. I imagine we'll put some nice paint on that, make her look nice and pretty. But at least all the junk is off of there to get us a good base. Tranny came out really nice. That bell housing cleaned up to a nice bare aluminum, and we even found some blue. Look at that. The tranny is all nice and Ford blue, FOMOCO. Looking forward to getting the exhaust out of here. That'll make a little more room for us. The other thing, when we were pressure washing the outside of it, all this white, as I'm coming across with the pressure washer back and forth, there's white just dripping down off the side of the car.
Almost like a fiberglass RV.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So all this, whatever this white paint, the clear coat's been gone for many years if it had one. And this white just sat there and oxidized, and it pressure washed some of the white right off of it. It also brought out the kind of the bare rust in the trunk. Brought a little more of the orange through. You know, this thing we were talking about, it's been sitting in the field for around 40 years. This thing's in the lot, wherever it was, for like 40 years. So I took the pressure washer too and just kind of pointed it back down here, right behind this trim, and it was just dirt just running out from underneath the trim. So we've got a really good base, it's clean, and looking forward to doing some more wrenching on it.